verse where Krishna starts explaining what he likes. So this is the point, which is why this portion is called Bhakti Yoga, is because Krishna expresses hold on. Expresses what he likes. So that is very important. Now he starts explaining what he likes. In one chapter, he will completely tell what, which is very dear to him, like this. So this Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna himself, is expressing what he likes. Starts explaining. Just a second. Oh, Govinda. So this we yesterday saw those miscreants who are grossly foolish, who are lowest among mankind, whose knowledge is stolen by illusion, who partake in the atheistic nature of demons, do not surrender unto me. Okay, that's a quick quiz answer. Whom do you call their knowledge is stolen by illusion? Somebody, quick.
Maya Aparaha.
Maya.
Okay, what is their character?
They are mental speculators. They have some intelligence, but that is not used in finding the absolute truth.
Very
They have,
good. Second.
yeah.
Okay. Now, who is called here grossly foolish? Anybody else? Stuck? Quick, 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 quick. Grossly foolish.
Muda, who works for, who's busy working without knowing what is the absolute thing he needs to work for. Busy working for bosses who are also kind of who also do not surrender to the Lord.
Yes, very busy working like asses for unqualified person, master. Very good. Next, who's the atheistic nature of demons? Partake of the atheistic nature of demons. Asurim Bhavam. Quick, somebody else? Who is missing today? Viram, I am. He is missing. Oh, those guys missing. Okay. Quick, quick, quick. Why? What happened?
Can I say, Mate?
Yes.
The the Ashuras who have the demonic principles, who say the God does not exist.
Very good. Directly here, answer itself is there. They are atheistic in nature. They're directly atheistic. Either they create a illusory representation of God, some illusory incarnations, or spread that God doesn't have a form, or these kind of things, and or directly they oppose the existence of God. So that is the third. Okay. And what about Naradama, lowest among mankind? Hey, Jagannath. Abhiram, where are you all? Where is Akarshak? Sumedha?
Mataji, the lowest among mankind, they don't follow the principles uh, of means this godly principles or the religion means as established by Krishna. This system, they have their own uh, way of living, means not according to the Vedic systems. That
Okay. The main point is they are politically and socially advanced people.
yes.
They are advanced. Like the first, see, how can you easily remember? I told you the easy method to remember. Okay. The grossly foolish is a busy worker. He has to earn his livelihood. Without money, he cannot survive. Like normal people, see, you are telling somebody, you please take up to Krishna conscious. But the person is really very poor and he has to work day and night. Only then he'll get one piece of bread. So what he's doing, he's very, very busy. Of course, he can side by side chant or side by side take up, but he is so busy. His aim is very busily earn and busily spend it in sense gratification. Again earn, again spend. Like this, he is real busy working. The second is socially and politically advanced people. They are reasonably well settled people, but still, even though they can spend time, they can take up, they also know, like you say, that they don't know. But they know. But they don't voluntarily don't take up. Willfully they ignore. It's not that they are not having knowledge. Not knowledge, I can say. They know willfully they ignore surrendering to Krishna. Okay, so but they are socially and politically developed people. We are not talking about the ones who are busy worker, like asses. So the first example given in the grossly foolish is ass or donkey. The donkey actually is very busy serving the washerman. But the washerman himself is a human being, right? So the boss, we don't, in Prabhupada didn't write that the boss of the people, but he has given lectures, and when we hear it, we can understand he's talking about another category, the category in which they are they need not work so hard, but still, and they are situated in the society properly. They can easily take up, but they don't take up. If they want, they can take up, surrendering to Krishna, but they don't take up. So that is the second category, Nara Adama. So there is a Nara word coming. So it's more than an ass. Okay, the person who manages the ass is a human being, but that human being, that washerman is also busy. So that kind of people. And above these two people is intelligent people, like learned philanthropist, illiterate people. This you should list actually. Like you said that who's stolen by the third one is the knowledge is stolen by illusion, means more than this mankind. Okay, he has become a human, like a washerman. There is a persons who are more learned than the washerman, right? The knowledge is stolen by illusion is the person who has got knowledge. But instead of using that knowledge for surrendering to Krishna, he is going to use that knowledge for discussing poetry, literacy, and some discussion, some philanthropy, some philosophy, like this. They are into so many other things not related to Krishna, but they have the knowledge. So amaya apakrita jnana, and the last one is they may be in any situation, they are very clear and strong that I will not surrender and nobody should surrender. And they see that the society also doesn't surrender and they are very comfortable with not surrendering to Krishna. They want to establish a situation where nobody will surrender to Krishna also. So that is the atheistic nature of the demons. That is the last. Asurim Bhavam. Asura Bhava. Asura Bhava means demoniac society, demoniac mentality. The demon, how do you say somebody is a demon? Oh, all bad persons are demon. Like the good people. No, they're good or bad doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. Devotion or not only matters. So we can see the people who surrender to Krishna is like, you take, for example, demigods. They have some trouble in this universe. They go and surrender to Krishna and ask for the solution. So otherwise also in the yajna, they are offering all their offerings goes first to yajna, and they take the yajna prasadam. In this way, and they worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They manage on behalf of Him. But the demons in the lower planets, they don't have any system of worshipping the Supreme Personality of Godhead. There is absolutely no system. They live on their own. And when they have trouble, they have group among themselves, they have meetings among themselves, and they try to solve it among themselves. Even when they have materialistic troubles, they don't consult to Krishna. That is why majoritarily they are called demons, but it's not like they are demons by the quality that they are bad, they are disturbing. The good people are very helpful. Not like that. The best example would be when you take Brindavana. When Krishna was here in Vrindavan, Kamsa was kept on sending some demons. He wanted to kill Krishna. This is so directly. Asurim Bhavam Ashrita. Directly he is sending demons to kill Krishna. And Krishna is tackling, he is killing them. Okay, that is fine. But you can see sometimes the demoniac mentality is there in everybody. There is opposing Krishna. We are envious of Krishna. That is why we are here is so clearly visible. By seeing that how Indra, who is a demigod, all the demigods are considered to be devotees of Lord Hari. That is why they are put in that position. Without being devotee of Lord Hari, nobody can hold universal positions. Why Yudhishthira Maharaj is supposed to be enthroned by Krishna? Oh, he's a good man. He follows the rules. Whereas Duryodhana, he was treating the citizens. He was beating the citizens. Even I saw that movie in which the Prahlad Maharaj is saving the bird and some demon is hitting the bird. Of course, they will not have karuna to other living entities because they don't have love for Krishna. So the heart has become dry. But it is not sentimentally foolish that okay, good people are those who are letting everybody live and nicely they are taking care of every citizen. No, even Duryodhana can, Prabhupada in one purport is writing in Bhagavatam that Duryodhana can make an amazing king. In fact, he can become a better king than Yudhishthira. He's so good in ruling. He knows the rules and regulations very thoroughly. He was capable of giving food and shelter and comfort to the citizens and making them really feel comfortable. It's not that they torture everybody. Not like that. They don't follow the religious principles. That is demoniac. They don't follow Varnashrama Dharma and all, which is established by Krishna. But they establish some system in which the society is really happy. Nobody will be questioning about the king not taking care. Very nicely taken care. But in that same purport, Prabhupada is mentioning, but why Yudhishthira has to be enthroned by Krishna? Why he wanted? The real reason is because he wants the devotee to rule. The purpose of every living entity in this world is not to comfortably settle down here. The purpose of every living entity is they are entangled within the body. If not in this life, next life, somewhere or other. Otherwise, also the body itself is temporary. It will keep on be dying and dying and dying. And second, we're supposed to face the Adibhaudika, Adhyatmika, Adidevika, all kind of troubles. So it's a wrong place, a wrong body we are struck up in. And if somebody increases the fever by telling, yes, you're the body only, in this body only, I'll give you all comfort, you just continue to live here. So the duty of the king is to establish a system in which they seek, sarvatra sarvada. Sarvatra sarvada means in everything and anything, any situation they are in, they are supposed to search for the Supreme Lord. Where is my father? Who is my source? Where from I came? Who is my master? Why I am dying? Why there is birth? Why there is old age? Why there is death? What is the reason for my problem? So what? We don't. The king is not supposed to create problems, but he has to keep the citizen in such a situation that they search for the supreme lord, or they are in the process of attaining the supreme lord, and the path must open to go back to Godhead. That path has to be opened by the king. That is more important than giving. Nowadays, the government say that giving food, shelter, good roads, good water, this is the best government. You ask anybody, you ask some common people, make a survey, just go and find out. Ask a common man, what do you think is a good government? Okay, they are so conditioned. They are so conditioned. They say that we require, the government should provide job. The full bodily concept. Full bodily concept. And they have to provide good roads, infrastructure. They should provide some unemployment benefits, health benefits, and for road and food and shelter, free food and shelter. And the what do you say? The market rate of the products should be less. It should be cheaply available. Certain things should be freely available. Just settling down here, nothing more. They cannot ask for anything more. Just the basic necessities which an animal is making, this necessity is fulfilling without any endeavor. Without any much endeavor, the animal is simply earning these facilities. And the man is telling that this is the purpose of the government. But Krishna's definition, why he wants that government, how the government should be, how a king should be. That is why we are not all king. Why we are all, they say that every citizen is a king. We are not king. Why? Because we don't think in that perspective. That we have to pave a way that everybody has to go back home, back to God. And in case if you think, what is the method that people will not lose track of God or God consciousness? If a person is seriously thinking, really is a king, then we call him Maharaj. Prabhupada and our Acharya Parampara, we call them Maharaj. The real king who will actually pave the way, that he may not be. So we have a definition of king, or a ruler, or an administrator. Then he'll be holding the position, he'll be in a very senior political situation, socially very well known person, very appreciated, very lot of followers, many people, every citizen should know him. Not necessarily. We have many Maharajas here who are saving the world. Prabhupada has created. And further in Acharya Parampara, they are called Maharaj, but they don't have a king. They have the kingdom with them. The original citizens, original live citizens. Dead citizens are there outside. And dead citizens are made into live citizens by them. And they give life. And they show who is Supreme Personality of Godhead, how to attain him. The path. So the atheism is demoniac. Non-acceptance of the supremacy of the Lord. Was non-acceptance of the existence of the Lord. That is the basic. Non-acceptance of the existence of the Lord. The second comes not acceptance of the supremacy of the Lord, which can be felt very easily by even a child. Very easily it can be supremacy. When we see the magnanimity of the world, then we can easily understand that God is there. No question of whether it's existing or not. The very, very basic question. That question also should not be asked, God is there or not. But the citizens have come to such a core that they ask this question, God is there or not. That much question. It is so obvious when we look into the world that he is certainly there. Look at the art of the world, look at the creation, then you will understand very clearly. It is so clear and obvious. But still, who is he, how to approach him? These kind of questions are totally stopped by the demons. And they feel it shouldn't be asked. Sometimes it's kind of illegal in demoniac kingdom to even talk about God or bring any godly topic. They feel it's waste of time, or sometime they make the person who's inquiring about God as a sentimental, foolish person, religious person, and they make fun of him, and they make him feel so inferior, inferior, so that the society will look down upon them. The society. But here, even in our life, we are seeing that the whole society is so demoniac that we feel sometimes to show our Krishna consciousness outside. But sometimes we feel that we should not do. Earlier, we had this trouble. So whether we need to wear tilak to the office or not, we started becoming a devotee. At one point, me and Prabhu decided we are working in MNC. We have to go to MNC, various MNCs, not one, every time. So there may be some other caste people, they may misunderstand. Even the so-called Hindus, they themselves look at a person wearing tilak as low class and all that. So we thought, we don't care. Let them know us. In profession, we are very good. We are doing a good job. So it's my personal thing. Like in India, wearing a bindi is a personal thing. Nobody can comment why you're wearing a bindi like this, like this. Comment. Of course, when somebody is wearing a jeans and the bindi, it looks awkward. But still, nobody can question them. It has become part of the tradition. So we decided we will wear tilak and go, so that at one point it will become part of the tradition, or they will know that these people are like that only. Of course, we got one mail initially, those days. Nowadays, there is broad-mindedness that we are not supposed to wear religious symbols and this and that, and so many things. Mail came. It was a general thing. But we only one day we didn't wear, and we felt both of us had we worked in different places, and when we came back, we both gave a very, very bad feedback because that day was so bad for both of us. So then next day we decided we will wear tilak and go. If the job goes, let it go. We were a young couple. But still, we decided we will wear tilak and go anywhere except to Gulf kind of people, places, Arabia, Saudi Arabia, and all, where really it's a tension to wear it and go. Other than the Gulf countries, everywhere it's a free country. They wear tattoos in America. So in your office also somebody may be wearing tattoo, and that's so stylish. In your office somebody wears bindi. That is so stylish, or the traditional, and they don't care. So why will I? So we decided we will wear tilak everywhere, no matter what happens. Because that one day we both came back from different places, and both of us had really, really bad experiences. And we shared it, and we decided from next day, if the job goes, let it go, no problem, but we will wear tilak. And after some time, it became part of us, and nobody objected. Throughout, till Prabhu retired, he went to big MNCs, big places. Everywhere we were with tilak. Nothing to feel ashamed of. But the society has put us in such a manner that we are supposed to ask the question, should I wear tilak or not wear tilak? That is the status of the society, the demoniac society. This is a symptom. Either they directly oppose or they make fun of you. And you feel ashamed. You feel ashamed for yourself whether to wear tilak, and you go like a face look like a graveyard without a tilak. So the forehead should not be left like that. At least Guru Maharaj said, at least in Gulf people, the people, those who lived in Gulf, when they came to Mayapur, they asked Guru Maharaj, like, we are not able to wear tilak to the office. In the home, we are fully wearing as much as possible. Just before leaving to office, we are removing it, but we feel very bad, Guru Maharaj, what to do. Those days and all, we don't fear actually. Nowadays, the youth has come out with whatever, living together, this, that, and all. They are living their life. Why you should feel ashamed to wear a tilak? When you stand up for your principles, it is respected. First, you should internally respect your principle. Then externally people will respect. When you yourself has a doubt, then automatically it's so visible that this person is a weak character, like that. So when the Gulf people asked, then Guru Maharaj answered that they can, in Gulf kind of areas, it is politically not safe to wear tilak. So in those countries, he said, you need not explicitly show the religious symbol. It will bring some danger to him and the family. They are living there for earning. So it's a good job, everything. They're settled with family, they're chanting. And they invite some friends very within the family. Within the home, you can do the religious practice according to the law. But in public, you should not do, other than whatever religion of the country. The other religions, they cannot do anything publicly, they cannot do. This is a law, this is there. So within the home, you can invite some friends or something. If you have some Diwali, this, that, you can celebrate like that. So we do Damadrati, everything as a Bhakti Vriksha programs within the home only. The Bhakti Vriksha program is introduced by Guru Maharaj, and it is so successful in Gulf, and every devotee became a devotee at home. Nobody became a devotee at temple. That is the success of that. But we in India, it's a free country where temple can be there. We should support temples also. We'll extend as much as it is open, as much will we extend. The wings of Krishna consciousness has to expand. Oh no, in Gulf everybody is practicing at home, so I will not go to temple here in India. I will also practice at home only. Why? Why not? Why not you go to temple? It's performed in systematically in a grand manner in an institution where you get a lot more services than practicing very fearfully within the jail, like that. So these devotees, they told like this. Then Guru Maharaj said, yes, but still you should wear tilak 24 hours. Guru Maharaj said, you have to wear tilak when you're going to office. All 12 places. So how will I do? You wear with the water tilak. Guru Maharaj said, make it invisible, but the tilak should be there. Chanting the holy name is more important than, of course, we are drawing the symbol of the lotus feet of Krishna and the tulasi. The tilak is the 2 feet of Krishna, and that leaf underneath is tulsi under the lotus feet. So this has to be there in all the 12 places by chanting the mantra. This is like a kavacha. This is a protection. So you have to have all that Om Keshavaya Namaha, Om Narayana Namaha, Om Madhavaya Namaha, Om Govindaya Namaha, Om Vishnuvaya Namaha, Om Madhusudanaya Namaha, Om Trivikramaya Namaha, Om Vamanaya Namaha, Om Sridharaya Namaha, Om Rishikesaya Namaha, Om Padmanabhaya Namaha, Om Damodaraya Namaha, like this. And at last, if you have anything on top of the head, Vasudevaya Namaha, Om Vasudevaya Namaha. So this chanting of this is all over your body. It's like kavacha. And then you go to the bar. You're safe. When you have not chanted the holy name of the Lord on your body by keeping the finger there, and of course you can take the water and wear the tilak in that water, which is transparent. You know there is tilak. And Krishna knows there is tilak. Only the public doesn't know. But you have to have the tilak. Without the tilak, you're not supposed to go out. 24 hours. Anytime death may come, when the death comes, we should be with tilak. Anybody's body whose body is touched by Gopi Chandan is not touched by Yamaraj. He is in fact offer of obeisances, and is the property of the Supreme Lord Hari that is declared. So this is the technique. Guru Maharaj is so expert in devotional service that he will never let you dilute the principles of the Krishna consciousness. He will teach you the technique. In ISKCON, the first person to introduce the clicker, counter, authorize it. He authorized the counter. That is also for Gulf countries. But it's so helpful for working professionals and others in India also. And some of them say that, oh, what is this? You're chanting in your clicker, you're not chanting in mala. Chanting is, some people say chanting bag. My body is the chanting bag, my mouth is pronouncing the chanting. First, chanting means pronouncing the name of Lord Krishna. The bag is used for counting. Even that they cannot understand. But the counting bead is touched by Guru Maharaj and chanted. That is very powerful. It is true. But we don't carry the chanting bag around because we may miss it. It is very dangerous everywhere and anywhere. Where there is a varied services we need to do or activities, better not to carry that because we may miss it somewhere. It's very dangerous. But if you're going to a single place like temple alone, to the hall alone and coming back, or certain places where you feel it is really safe, you're having a long journey, 3 hours, 5 hours, you can take the chanting bag and carefully keep it within the bag every single time. Not put it here and there and keep it in your lap and hang around like this. No. No, it has to be kept very, very carefully in the bag. Always you should carry the bag. Always. Handbag. And within that handbag, you're supposed to put your chanting bag and keep it safe. That is why they have given the long thing where you can hang it in your neck. Don't feel ashamed, hang it in your neck. But sometimes, even if you have a bigger opening for putting your hand, then sometimes the mala will go out, especially when you half chanted, you hang it out. Half chanted, you hang it out. No, half chanted, you have a job, just put it inside. And some Matajis whom I have seen in temple, they use a safety pin always to pin the mala with the bag, so that they can of course keep track halfway through if they have chanted. They pin it along with the bag, or even when they are traveling in two-wheeler or something, hanging the bag in the neck, they pin the mala together with the bag so that the mala alone doesn't fall out of the bag. So these are some techniques, but still, when we go to some places, we cannot carry the mala every place and any place you go. Some dirty place, some we don't know. In office, they may call for some activities or this, so many things. So better to carry a clicker around in public places so that your chanting will keep going. The counting is the bag is the beads are doing counting, but the chanting is done by your mouth. So sometime when we ask devotees why you're not chanting, I didn't bring the bag. The bag is your body. Why can't you chant with your mouth? What is your mouth doing? So the mouth, we are the chanting body, chanting bag, okay? Counting bag is what is being given to you. Okay, that is counting bag. So Guru Maharaj gives us the leverage to use the counter so that we can keep track halfway through. Somebody asked, we are not able to chant a question just before some time, 1 week or 10 days. They asked that we are not able to chant, so what should we do? Halfway through, we can leave the chant. Can we continue halfway through? If we have chanted, can we continue? That was the question. Yes, you can continue. If you have a clicker, it will automatically keep track. Somebody had begotten child, a newborn baby or something. And because they had got newborn baby, they are not able to chant properly. They were fever. They had fever and they were very ill, very, very ill. Then I said, you lie down and chant. Some persons, they come and take some retreat, some nonsense. They create their own philosophy. One should not walk and chant, one should not stand and chant. These are all bogus philosophies which are penetrating into the pure Krishna conscious society. They want to do it like a Dhyana Mishra. Dhyana Mishra Bhakti. Yoga Mishra Bhakti. You just see the Acharya and learn. It doesn't mean that purposely you walk. But you feel like walking, it doesn't matter. The first person to walk here and there and chant is like Bhaktivinoda Thakur also sits and chants, and sometimes he walks and chant. But mostly Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur in Puri, some people criticized him for that. Our Acharya, he used to walk in the veranda here and there and here and there and chant. Always. He won't sit in one place and chant. In the road, he will take the chanting bag and chant. And we see that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he chanted walking. In Chaitanya Bhagavat, Guru Maharaj book will come. We'll see that. We saw that when Guru Maharaj was giving classes. We saw that how Lord Chaitanya, every day morning, he gets up and he takes the Gambira. From Gambira, he'll take a walk. He'll take a walk towards one garden is there. He will go there and sit and chant like that. So while walking, he will take the chanting bag. He'll be chanting. He'll be counting the fingers and chanting the mouth. And somebody will carry a tulsi in front of him in the head. They will, in one hand, Bengalis are very smart. They will hold the left hand. You can see, even Oriental people, they can see that the tulsi is very much appreciated there. They keep one hand on top and another hand they'll be chanting. And they have a small tulsi on the head. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will always make a person walk in front of him with a small tulsi plant. And he'll keep on looking at the tulsi and he'll be chanting and going behind the tulsi to the garden. And he'll sit and chant for some time. And then he'll get up and again, chanting, he will walk back to Gambira. So these postings are there where we can see that the Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is our example. Not any Tom, Dick and Harry who just want some followers and create some courses, just interpret the Krishna consciousness, which makes it so uncomfortable for a person who is in a regular walk of life. A person who has left everything and there is a very nice comfort arrangement for regular food, shelter, and sitting in a mada, they call it mutt. Matt means, Prabhupada never called ISKCON as a matt. He said that our temple should not be called as a matt. Because matt is generally a place where people go there and they have a regular food and shelter and arrangement, and they can practice devotional service. No, we are not. We are not only temple, we are educational institution. We are busy people. We go out, we preach, we distribute books, we distribute prasadam. We keep cooking not only for ourselves, or oh, there is a nice place where we can get food and shelter in ISKCON temple, and I can have my own arrangement, and rest of the time I need to do so-called devotion, go out and cultivate 4 people. This is my, and get some followers and come back to the temple, and some donation I'll collect and give, and then I settle myself, because I did BTech, I didn't get a job. It's very difficult to get a job also. And I have to struggle so much in the job also to keep myself getting the salary. Better to settle down in a mutt, ISKCON mutt. But Prabhupada never appreciated it. We are really a busy people. We are doing things very heavily. Prabhupada said we work 10 times more than a karmi person. You have to work 10 times. If you have to join ISKCON full time, you have to work 10 times more than a regular karmi person who is working outside. For Krishna, you have to work 10 times more. Then you join. So this chanting, walking here and there and chanting, all this our acharyas did. Prabhupada did. He went for a morning walk while chanting. Now after Darshanarti, he will sit and chant with all other devotees with Tulasi Maharani, 4 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds. After that, he will get up and walk into the nearest roads or some garden or beach, whichever place he is in. Either be Juhu Beach, Prabhupada goes morning walking. It's very famous now as a Tirtha Sthala for us, because Juhu temple devotees, they say that here is where Prabhupada entered, here is where he walked and all. And same way in every place, Los Angeles, other countries, we see that there is he has walked in the beach, he has walked in the garden, in the streets, and he comes back for Darshanarti. He enters back when Govinda Madi Purusham. Because in 64 Angas of Bhakti, there is one Anga which says that you should enter the temple walking. You should walk and enter the temple. So Prabhupada did that also. He goes for walking for Darshanarti, he enters the temple by ringing the bell and he enters. So beautiful. The acharyas, when you follow the acharyas rather than some speculative ideas which make you mentally comfortable. Mind is also belonging to body. There are many mind people. There's no consciousness involved. Consciousness belongs to the soul. So the people, especially Dhyana Yoga, which we saw in the 6th chapter, which mostly, if you read any of the sloka, it is like mind control, mind, mind and mind and mind and mind and mind, control the mind and control the body, control the senses, control the mind. You can see only this, and we can see that that is the symptom of a learned person. If you have really learned 6th chapter, you should be able to discriminate in where actually Dhyana Yoga or Ashtanga Siddhi Yoga is mixed with the devotion. We can very, very easily see this. The mind and full of mind. Control the mind, shaking the head for controlling the mind. Speculative ideas. You should not walk and chant. You should sit in one place and finish your 16 rounds. Like that. So somebody asked me whether they are feeling very, very not well. Totally not well. And that Mataji, she had such illness. She was not even able to come and sit in the neighbor's house. Actually, she started chanting. One devotee here cultivated. And then I said, you lie down and chant. Lie down and chant. In the deathbed, will you chant or not? When? So, na niyamena kalaha. Na niyama na kala for chanting. But when you're initiated devotee, Brahmana devotee, you try to be among the devotees. Take your bath and morning, try to chant along with devotees. That is the best situation. But even in worst situation, you should keep chanting. No, Prabhu, if I chant, I'll chant properly. Otherwise, I won't chant. What is proper is defined by acharyas. You get ruchi. So Prabhupada said first numbers, first quantity, then comes quality. This is directly from Prabhupada. Finish your 16 rounds, walking or sitting, and or lying down, depending upon your health condition or situation. But just chant nicely with your mouth. That is very important. Even hearing from your own ear comes secondary. But the sound vibration has to be produced by your mouth is primary. Even if you don't hear, that is all right. You're not doing a dhyana, you consume what you produce. All the things which you produce is for your own consumption. Why? Why can't it be for the consumption of others, some insects, some birds, some animals, some trees, some human beings around you? But for that, you need not unnecessarily loudly chant and inject it in their ear. That is bad. But you keep chanting little loudly as much as you can hear, minimum, as loudly as possible actually. And that possibility is your normal tone of speech with others. And when you speak in that way, everybody, other living entities, even microorganisms, they hear it. Don't worry. Only your ear is not the only ear in the world, and everything you want to consume through your senses and you want to keep everything to yourself need not necessarily be like that. You can give it to others. Giving Krishna to others is the greatest thing which you can do. Philanthropic activity in this world. So producing the sound vibration is primary in chanting. And the next comes hearing. It is not that every mantra you chant you have to hear. Sometimes you may not be able to hear the mantra. Like you're traveling in a bus, there is so much sound. And I see some fool closing their own ear. The fool, number one, doesn't know the ear doesn't have a lid. And it is open. Any sound vibration enters. And the transcendental sound vibration is a permanent sound vibration, which is transcendental. Whereas the sound of the vehicle is a material vibration. It will get vanished in the air. Whereas the transcendental sound vibration will bring transformation to the soul, whether the soul's around you or to yourself. So this person purposely closes the non-lid ear. The eyes have a lid, right? The eye closes. But the ear doesn't have a lid. And this fellow, in the name of hearing, he closes the ear. The vibration is in the air. It is in the air. It is automatically entering your ear. So in this way, so many speculative ideas which will please the person who are looking for mental massage. They're really not interested in spiritual advancement. But in this world, there is one level of grossly foolish people, and there is subtly foolish people also there. They want mental massage. They understand, okay, I'm not the body, I'm soul. And what they think as soul is the mind. The word Atma can be used for body, mind, and the soul. In some places it is used. That is why Prabhupada never uses the word Atma. He uses the word soul, spirit, soul, Jiva. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu uses the word Jiva more than the word Atma. So, this people, they close the ear. The overall idea is the mind is the central point of their chanting. So we can understand there is the dhyana, Mishra Bhakti, or more than dhyana, I won't call it dhyana because the dhyana has not happened. The mind will never be controlled. Because the mind has to be fixed in the lotus feet of Krishna. Not the mind will be used to control the mind itself. Mind your mind by your mind. This concept is going on. So we can see this Ashtanga Siddhi yogis or Dhyana yogis are full of mind control and mind control and mind this and mind that and mind and this, mind about mind, this like this. A person in Krishna consciousness is so busy engaged in. So in the demoniac life where the publicly opening up Krishna consciousness is openly objected. That is demoniac society. And who's a demon? Like even Indra, he gives such a rain in Vrindavan. That time he was also demoniac. He disturbed the devotees. So how can you call him demigod? Right? So demon is a quality of atheism. Either not accepting the God or not submitting to the God. That is demon. Understand the demon properly. But is Prahlad Maharaj demon? No, he's a devotee. Is Bali Maharaj a demon? No, he's a devotee. There are many examples in our Shrik community. They are devotees. They are born in the demoniac society, but they didn't accept that, like we are minority in this world. The whole world is demoniac, but we devotees are minority. We are born in this society only. But still we accept the supremacy of the Krishna. Okay, why do you accept the supremacy of Krishna? There may be 4 reasons. What are the 4 reasons you will accept? In this demoniac society, you will accept for 4 reasons you will accept. One is, you will decide to render devotional service to Krishna. When you call people, they will take up. When you call for Bhakti Vriksha, you go to your neighborhood, you call people. Everybody you should call without discrimination. I have a Bhakti Vriksha at home. Please come Saturdays. We are having a night dinner. You need not cook. And we are giving prasadam. Please come. Who and all may turn up into your class, who may not come to your either class or Bhakti Vriksha. The distressed people, or the person desirer of wealth, or the inquisitive person, or one who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. These 4 kind of people may end up and want to know more about Krishna and want to render service to Krishna, want to chant, they will start chanting. They are considered pious men. Krishna is giving the list that they are pious men. So you already read this sloka. Chaturvita bhajante mam jana sukritino arjuna artha jignashu artharti jnani cha paradarshava. Bharata. Oh, best among Bharatas. These are all really the people who are best among Bharatas. He is also best among Bharatas. Why is specially called Bharata in one of the lecture which Srila Prabhupada gives? If possible, I wanted you to hear the lectures also. Some arrangement has to be done. So especially Bhagavad Gita has very good lectures from Prabhupada. Certain important verses maybe we'll hear hereafter in the class. If I'm absent, I'll put you certain links. So what you do is you hear Prabhupada by sharing. When sharing, you share the sound also, that the sound will come. Then you can hear. So best among the Bharatas, the 4 kind of pious. So Bharata Maharaja is the Bharata Maharaja, Jada Bharata's pastime you would have heard. And that Bharata Maharaja's descendant is all the people in Bharatavarsha. The entire world is Bharatavarsha, not only India. The Indians are even though so proud, but actually because some religious trace is there in India, so they are proud. But actually the entire world was Bharatavarsha. The Bharata Maharaj ruled every place, like you have America, Africa, China, Japan, every place was ruled by Bharata Maharaj. So the Bharata Maharaj was a great devotee of the Lord. So best among the Bharatas means we are theist people. Not only theist, we are devotees of the Lord. All the kings were devotees of the Lord. And they saw that the people practiced some devotional service. They followed the religious principles and also practiced devotional service. Minimum is practicing religious principle. Religious principle is not primary. Devotion is primary. Like if you say Prahlad Maharaj or Bali Maharaj, they are living in a situation. When Prahlad Maharaj was a baby, he lived in a situation. It was a demoniac kingdom. He didn't have the opportunity or arrangement by the government or the kingdom to practice favorably Krishna consciousness. In Hiranyakashipu's kingdom, there won't be temple. The open chanting is not allowed, or you cannot read scriptures. Scriptures were not allowed. No printouts, nothing. Nothing is there. Zero. Nirvishesha Shunyavadi, past like going to America. Without ISKCON, before Prabhupada, what happened? Yadi Prabhupada na hoite, tabeke hoite. You just go and find out what it is. It's so dead. Gulf countries and all you go, it's all like dead. You can really see like a graveyard only. No auspiciousness, zero auspiciousness. Without the name of Lord Hari, nothing, form of Lord Hari, even demigods. No demigods, no, nothing, no God only. Somewhere in some church, they will put one cross, a man is dying, that Vaishnava Jesus is dying in the cross. Somewhere in one corner, I'll put, that's all. They're so dead, they're so inauspicious. They look like graveyard and dead bodies, cities. How much ever materially advanced and big buildings cannot soothe a person more than 3 days or a week maximum. After a week, anybody will feel left out and lonely and feel like crying. That kind of place they are. So we can feel the dryness there. Any Western country we go, whatever is the civilization or advancement where you can take some selfies and photographs, maximum we can withstand for a week, maximum, not more than that. And that's the threshold. Then you'll burst. You don't want to be there anymore. You want to return back where there is some auspiciousness. So if there is some auspiciousness, where this India and somewhere some religious practices there, that place is auspicious. And more than the religious places, sometimes is so dead kind of religious practice. And apart from that, where we see that there is life, there is auspiciousness, there is colors. You can see that there is life is there where there is worship, religious principles, and above that, there also so much janjat is there, so much give and take policies and things like that in the religious society. It brings so much klesha within the heart and with the relatives and the way they practice religion in a wrong way and all. But when you come to Krishna consciousness, that is the most soothing. So now, before Prabhupada came, it was dead bodies. And Prabhupada gave life to those countries by bringing Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada gave life there. So this Bharatavarsha is the place where there is life there. So Prabhupada personally, Krishna is addressing Arjuna's brother Shabha, the best among the Bharatas. So he is also a surrendered soul. That is a symptom. Prabhupada is telling that in the lecture. Okay, 4 kind of pious men begin to render devotional service unto me: the distressed, the desirer of wealth, the inquisitive, and one who is searching for knowledge of the absolute. So this is searching for the knowledge of the absolute is a transcendentalist. There is a yoga. The process of yoga comes here, a yogi. So we saw the last chapter concluded with a yogi, right? Oh, okay. That yoginam abhi sarvesha madgatir andaratmanaha. So that is how it concluded. So searching for the absolute and trying to connect with the absolute, this person is very dear to Krishna more than the other 3. Because see, it's not that they are not magnanimous or they are not good people. They are also good people. They have some suffering, they are coming to Krishna. They want some wealth, they are coming to Krishna. They are inquisitive or questioning. They sometimes we can see people ask challenging question, thinking they are very intelligent. But they still come to Krishna. That is also not very high class. That kind of challenging questions, portraying their expertise or intelligence or knowledge. These kind of people, inquisitive people also come. The people who are into wealth, because if they come to, sometime I asked some youth, they are preached and we asked, okay, why did you come to Krishna? So much knowledge is there. I got so much knowledge. Okay, what is the knowledge you got? Then they say, I know karma, vikarma, I know 3 modes of material nature, goodness, passion, and ignorance, and this and that. So much knowledge is there in Krishna conscious. So I came to Krishna conscious. I came via books, and that is why, because so much knowledge and so much knowledge. So they're just behind knowledge. That is inquisitive. But still they come to Krishna. But it's not high class. So there are 3 kind of people who are not high class, because the person who is asking for wealth is expecting something from Krishna. And the person who is in distress is thinking of relief from this distress. Is using Krishna as a relief or devotional service as a relief from. So there is an expectation behind this and this. That is a personal requirement attached with the devotion. It's not pure, but still it is devotion. It's diluted, but still it is devotion. It is appreciated by Krishna. But at the same time, Krishna is telling the one who is really into yoga, I just practice devotional service for connecting with Krishna. That is the purpose of my practice. So that people are highest. So that is the next 2 verses which you read are very, very nice. So we are in 16, 17 you read, no? 17, 18 also. 17, 18 and all about these people who, especially the last category, who are seriously practicing Krishna consciousness for Krishna consciousness. That's all. They don't have an agenda. Will Krishna relieve me from my distress? Krishna help me. Krishna settle my situation. Why? You have to handle. One time, I want to relate something to you. One time, I was going to an ATM. It was a devotee community here in Mayapur. Many tourist devotees also come. Normal people also come. So we were doing it was a kind of a lockdown time end or something. We were doing some carpentry work. I had to go to the ATM to take some money from the ATM. So I went there and I was the carpenter, I have to give it to the carpenter immediately. That's some emergency. That person I had to pay is poor person, no? Already lockdown is going on. And so I need to give him. So I just went, and one ATM already I went in the road and all, it's not there. The last one ATM I went, that is the ATM within the campus. And I tried and it was not working. And I felt so bad, and I was, oh my God, oh my gosh, now what to do like this? Then one boy came, very nice youth boy. Then he told Mataji what happened. He also wanted to take money. I said, Prabhu, it's not working. So difficult. Mataji, I also want money now. What to do? So we both were standing there. If some security comes, when we'll find out or something, because that's the only opportunity. We cannot go far away and all. So I told I have to pay the carpenter. He's just standing outside waiting for the money. If I don't give money, it is going to be a trouble. So like that. Then he said, Mataji, it's emergency for you. Yes. You pray to Narsinghadev. You pray to Narsinghadev deeply, it will start working. He said this to me. Then I said, okay, okay, what do you say? We'll do some Narsimha prayers here? Or how about doing a Narsimha Yajna in this ATM? I'm very sarcastic in sometimes. Then that boy asked, what, Mataji? No, I said, why do you want to, if you want to lit a gas stove, okay, in your home there is a gas stove, you want to lit a gas stove, a small spark of fire is enough. Rather than you call the sun, my dear sun, sun god, bring your chariot. My house, I have to start the gas stove. The gas stove has to start burning. So bring the fire. Will you call the sun planet? You have a small lighter and just do it. So I said that, no, instead of calling Narsinghadev, I'll call the toll-free number. There is a phone which was kept there, and there was number written, ICICI Bank and all the numbers which are written, local manager, every number was there. So I said that I will approach, instead of approaching Narsinghadev for this problem, I will approach this phone. If you're a non-devotee, you will tackle the situation yourself. Now you became a devotee and you know the Supreme Personality of God is all powerful and you want him to become your servant. My dear Krishna, serve me in this situation. My dear Krishna, I have to tackle my life. Come and tackle the life for me. In this way, misuse you become acquainted with the Supreme Lord. Immediately you exploit the situation, exploit the devotional service. There comes the impurity. Then it is devotional service. It is bhakti, but it is not Shuddha bhakti. It's not pure devotional service because you have your own agenda. But the question is, whom will people turn into? But now the question is, should I do this or not? Yes, you can do it. In beginner stage, it is allowed. But you should have in mind in the target. So, for example, in beginner stage, we may be drinking coffee, tea, but still we may be chanting Hare Krishna. Gradually, when we come to initiation, we left it. So even if there is a meat eater, you can ask him to chant one round. You keep chanting. But still you should tell him that eating meat is wrong, but that's okay. You chant first. And gradually think of leaving it. And automatically the chanting will work and he will leave it. So that we should believe in the devotional service that he will make it into Suddha Bhakta. Even the 3 people, they will become pure devotee. That is guaranteed by Krishna. Because the devotional service is all purifying. Because they are involving in devotional service, they will become purified and become the last category. They will automatically be promoted to the Bhakta. More than the last category. The last category is conclusion. He is searching for the knowledge of the absolute, will end up in the absolute, will end up in pure Krishna consciousness. Guaranteed all the 4 will get ended up. But the 4th one is seriously into the process. So this is the difference where Krishna in the next 2 verses is telling these kind of persons is more dear to me. So we all would like to become dear to him. So even though sometimes we have some troubles, we'll try to solve it with our intelligence. Krishna has given us intelligence. And a normal person will solve it, no? See, if he's a non-devotee, he's going to the ATM, it is not working. So he will ask the person, and there is no ATM nearby, he'll ask the security. So when it will happen? Or he will reach to the phone. What do you think? He will start praying to the demigod, or he'll sit there and create a yajna for demigod? Or he will consult his minister uncle. My dear minister uncle, my ATM is not working. So immediately make it work. The ATM in this road and this address is not working. You are the minister, you are my uncle. The minister will disqualify him to be the relative if this call is coming to a minister. So even if you have prime minister or chief minister as your relative and you call them for one small problem or some ATM problem, Will you do it first? And if you do it, it is misuse. And third is, will your relative appreciate it? So even a normal prime minister or chief minister may not appreciate his relative doing that. Why do you think Krishna is so cheap that he will come and solve all your petty issues? Just solve it yourself. Wash your dirt yourself. You created the karma. And your karma is coming and slapping you back on your face. Take it. Trinadapi sunichena taroriva sahisuna. Tolerate it like a tree. Handle your life. Krishna is already there with you in the chanting of the holy name. It's not different. He's there with you. But you use him or not, whether he has to help or not is up to his will. He may help you, he may not help you. He may let you suffer. Pancha Pandavas suffered for many, many years. He let them suffer. Just take it. You did it. The last life, whatever contamination you do, when you did it, you didn't know. When you slapped another person on the face, you didn't know. When that person comes back and slaps it now you want Krishna to come and protect you. And Krishna is your chowkidar, your personal security, your black cat walking around you. Huh? So that misuse of Krishna consciousness is not very much appreciated by Krishna. Very subtly, very beautifully, Krishna is expressing. He's telling that it's not that others are not magnanimous. Even if you approach me for material desire, still you are dear to me. Actually, every living entity is dear to Krishna. I told you how the orange was created. No? We see some fruit is created. Unless they love us, how can Krishna give this in this world? How beautiful. This world is a dustbin of Krishna's creation, and it's so good. And we like to settle down here. That much is. Even you don't like me, you don't love me, I provide you. You see how Krishna has provided things in this world. Huh? But as a token of appreciation, minimum the religious principle has to be followed. Minimum it has to be offered to Vishnu in India. Minimum. As a token of appreciation, not out of love. The love comes a lot later. Rendering devotional service comes next, and then the loving devotional service comes later. Without expectation, loving devotional service is the topmost quality. So what is the quality of chanting? What is the quality of service? So the quality which these people say that you cannot walk and chant, you cannot lie down and chant. In the deathbed, what will you do? You won't chant, huh? Prabhu, I cannot do. And many Prabhus will come and do some chamcha around you. And you will tell Prabhu, I cannot chant now. Prabhu, I am very humble amongst the devotees. You glorify me subtly. So I am exhibiting my great quality as a devotee, that I am very humble and I am very pure, that I won't chant now because I am lying down. I am not in a clean position. Prabhu, I cannot. So you all chant for me, I will hear. This nonsense. When there are no devotees around, you may be in a deathbed. What will you do? Practice chanting every time, everywhere. No matter what your situation is. Grahe tako, vane tako, sada hari bole tako. Just because somebody is having a very comfortable situation in his mutt, having a free food and shelter, and he put some rules and regulation thrust upon you, you have to take the teachings of acharyas, not any Tom, Dick and Harry. So the teaching of Acharya is shown by the example. Acharya, the word means Achar and Prachar. Achar means practice and preach. Achar, Prachar is Acharya. What he practices, he will preach. So that is Prabhupada. He can walk and chant, but you cannot walk. No, that is Prabhupada. I am follower of Prabhupada. I am not imitating. Like the teacher. The teacher already knows how to write A, B, C, D. Already he knows alphabets. But when a child comes, he will hold the hand of the baby and say A, B. It doesn't mean that the teacher doesn't know and he is learning along with the child. Prabhupada already has spiritual body, spiritual world. He is already descended soul. He already has a Siddhadega in spiritual world. He is descended soul. His originality you don't know. Here he comes as he stayed some years as non-devotee. Then he met a spiritual master. Then he took initiation. Then he tried to do service. He was failure. And then he became successful. He lived a normal devotee's life. He is an example for us. We are not imitating him, but we are taking him as an example. He is walking and chanting. He showed us the devotees walk along with Prabhupada in the beach. He never commented, you all sit in the temple hall and chant like a dhyana. He never said it. So following Acharya is very, very important, and practicing pure devotional service. This is what Krishna is gradually taking into appreciation of pure devotional service from devotional service. So there are 4 kinds of people. This is listed here. So right now it's already 10:30, but tomorrow I'm traveling, so I may reach or may not reach. Okay, so I'm not very sure about tomorrow. So can I extend for another 10 minutes? Please raise your hand. Just 5 or 10 minutes. Just the gist of. Already you read this purport. Maybe we'll read more time, but I want to stop share and show the summary slide. That's all. Is that all right? You feel sleepy? I know all of you sleep after 11 o'clock. Only I have trouble. Wait a minute. Okay, Navaneet. Okay, all of you are okay. Jayalakshmi want to go to sleep tomorrow. She has to send the children to school and I am disturbing her. Daytime you chant, Jayalakshmi. 1 second. Let me open that. Because sometimes I sleep in your class because of my tiredness. So what I did is I slept for 1 hour before your class. And I got up so that I can be fresh. Full day I don't sleep from morning 4:30. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7. Yes. And just only 2 slides. Just have a look and we can wind up. Okay. Very quickly, like yesterday we went through. I'll put you some assignment for tomorrow. Okay. The 4 types of miscreants, Dushkriti, and 4 types of pious people, Sukriti, all become, okay, this is the 3rd slide. Everybody becomes a pure devotee by the association of pure devotee. This is 7.16 purport. In the purport, Prabhupada is mentioning this, but before that, he's. Okay. Yes. This we saw yesterday. Muda Naradhanama Maya Bhagratanyana Ashura. Ashuram Bhavam. So, Artha is distressed person. Jignasu is inquisitive person. Artharti is desirous. Artho Jignashur Artharti Jnani. So Artha, Artho, Artho patients are there. Artho means distressed. You can remember this word artho by remembering really. There is an ortho doctor, people having trouble with the bones, joints, and all the joint pain and all. So, artho jignasur artharti. Artharti is desire of wealth. Jignasu is inquisitive. Jnani is searching for knowledge of the absolute. So, what is the artho? Those who are sometimes distressed, always busy with fruitive activities, they come to the Lord in material distress. They are frustrated in life. They are religious. They practice devotional service. Any religious practice they do is for some fruitive results. Like in India, most of the people who worship demigods, who are so-called religious people, you invite them for any Krishna conscious program, they will come. Very nicely, mostly Matajis. Even gents, they will come. We have Krishna Janmashtami program, please come. There will be, you can expect a big crowd from your neighborhood. And most of them are either distressed in life due to materialistic situation, due to their slapping back of their karma. Whatever be the reason, there must be some reason, but they are distressed in life, so they will come. And they keep on, if I worship some Navagraha, will my thing become all right? If I do this, will this all right? If I go to such Swamiji, it will become all right. In between, there is also Krishna Bhakta is calling, I'll go there also. So in this way, but they render devotional service. When they come here, you call them for Damodar Arti, they will very nicely come religiously, and they stand in one corner nicely, putting the hand together, offering obeisances nicely, and you give the lamp very lovingly, not lovingly, very sincerely. They show the lamp and they offer devotional service. They are distressed in life. They're basically fruitive activity people. And second is Jignashu. The philosophers are frustrated in every field of knowledge. They sometimes want to learn of God. They say so much knowledge, so much knowledge. I joined ISKCON for knowledge. This is what, there's a big crowd there. We can see that. Even in ISKCON, these pious religious ladies who come, they cut the vegetables, we can see. The distressed also we can see. But they are entering there. But there, what Krishna consciousness is going to take them further if they start reading Srila Prabhupada's books and if they start chanting 16 rounds, it's really going to transform them into pure devotees. So Prabhupada said that we are all into pure devotees only, going in the path of pure devotional service. But we cannot settle down in these statuses. We should not settle down. Till death, I will say knowledge, 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 and I'll die. I have to say Krishna and die. I have to love Krishna and die. That is the aim. But to begin, you may say knowledge, knowledge, and you may enter. That is different. You may enter paisa, paisa, and you can enter. No problem. Money, 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 money is like honey, honey, and they can enter. No problem. If I worship Krishna, Lakshmi is there in the feet, and I'll get Lakshmi. In South India, directly they want Lakshmi, Lakshmi, they worship so much. And there was one Varalakshmi Puja. They worship Lakshmi on the day of Balram Jayanti. So those who are, first is distressed people, they come to Krishna. Second is the philosophers. They have all kind of philosophy, all kind of speculation. They have Vada Pradivada, they have done. And they have enough done with it, and they cannot extract any juice out of it. There's no brew. That's called dry speculation. They're done with the dry speculation either in the last life or something. It is still getting carried over. And now they want some juice speculation or juice where they can at least they enter for knowledge. The philosophers are frustrated in every field of knowledge. They sometimes want to learn this God's concept of God, around God, all this information. Sometimes I say sometimes it's the information technology. I know. When we try to explain some philosophy, I know this pastime, I know. So which they feel that no means knowledge, KNOW. So it's all knowledge, okay? So the overall idea of them is taking some notes, making some points, and maybe going to tell others and feel themselves greater as a teacher and tell these points to others. But internal transformation, they don't take it in. It doesn't sink in, the philosophy or understanding doesn't sink in. So it's not for the typical personal understanding, but just to take points and keep notes and go and give a better presentation and situate themselves among the crowd of devotees or non-devotees, whatever. Lead a group of people who are also in similar requirement, the exhibition of knowledge. So the exhibition of knowledge will attract people and they may have some followers. And the people, common public who are not so knowledgeable, they may be this distressed people or something. They may become attracted to this frustrated philosopher. But at least he is giving some rasa now. Some Krishna consciousness is attached with this priority for knowledge. But still, so that is why Krishna is not appreciating. But he's, first of all, he's appreciating. He's telling they are magnanimous people. The great people compared to people. They are not Nara Adama. They are Narottama. The not topmost Narottama, they are in the process of becoming great personalities. The process. They are in the process. So the desire of wealth, those who are in the need of money, fruitive activity, material benefit, they are also fruitive activity people. But the core principle of practicing fruitive activity is to get material gains. They need money. And by worshipping the Lord, they know that they can get more. He is full of opulence. Krishna is full of opulence. So they know by some way Vishnu or Krishna, they some worship for money. So searching for knowledge of the absolute comes in the last. Those who are sometimes searching after knowledge of the absolute truth. So absolute truth is of three types. Features of absolute truth can be three types: Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. So that is actually a transcendentalist. The word transcendentalist is beyond material. They are searching for something beyond material, and especially aiming towards God, yoga processes. So this yogi, the various yogis, Jnana Yogi, Ashtanga Siddhi Yogi, and that devotee is the best, that already Krishna said. Among these yogis, this last Jnani, this is better. Knowledge, Jnani means the one who is, Jignasu means inquisitive. Jnani means who has knowledge. What is the knowledge? Krishna is the only knowledge. There are knowledge of the absolute truth. There is a chapter of knowledge of absolute truth. So what is this? This chapter itself is called knowledge of the Krishna is external energy, is internal energy, marginal energy. Everything is clearly known as devotional service. At least some process of connecting with supremacy. As Brahman, at least not knowing him as Krishna, that is the topmost, well, as, at least Brahman, at least as Paramatma. Don't try. Later come to know Bhagavan with the association of pure devotee, they'll come to know the Bhagavan. This is mentioned in the purport. Whatever you are seeing here, everything is condensed from the purport only. Later comes to know Bhagavan. This particular slide is from directly from the purport. Okay. So, some example in the, this is not in the purport, but actually, why I have written Haribol? Okay, still I was trying to remember. Okay, inquisitive. There are many Haribols there, inquisitive Haribols. So the example, which in some lectures, Prabhupada is giving some examples. Artho artati jignasu jnani. So this Artho is Draupadi. She was in distress, she called the Lord. And then Jignasu is inquisitive person. I'm trying to remember. I'm not able to remember. Yesterday I forgot. I should have done this. Anyway, okay, let me do it. Inquisitive person. Okay, when I remember, I'll tell you. You remind me in the next class. I'll try to remember. Artharti is Dhruva Maharaj. He wanted material wealth. He wanted the kingdom better than his father. And he was so egoistic. He was a Kshatriya. His ego was hurt by his stepmother. So with great anger, he, small boy, 5-year-old boy, got out to the forest in search of Lord. And he met the Guru, Narada Muni. And the Narada Muni gave him. Even Prahlad Maharaj, he didn't, out of nowhere, he learned Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudeva. Narada Muni initiated him in the womb. And the spiritual master of Prahlad is Narada Muni. And this movie, which is very nice movie, I liked the movie, but still, they didn't show important portions. That is the problem with not having a proper guidance, not reading Srila Prabhupada's books. That is, we are reading Srila Prabhupada's books and we know the importance of spiritual master or pure devotee in every purport. I'm highlighting and showing. Otherwise, you also keep reading, I finished. What did you finish? Why are you finishing? You don't finish. You grasp. You believe Prabhupada is sitting and talking to you, then you will get to know things from the purport. Not just like that read. And when reading, you should actually grasp things out. Very, very important. Now in college and all, we just read for the sake of marks. So they have spoiled us like anything. The entire education system spoiled. The more one is educated, more foolish he is. More the loser he is. The so-called material education makes a fool ass out of a person. So the desire of wealth, Dhruva Maharaj, he had a spiritual master, Narada Muni initiated him. He went to the forest and he saw the darshan of the Lord. By the mercy of the spiritual master, he was able to chant, and because Narada Muni gave mercy, then Lord appeared for Dhruva. It's not Dhruva Maharaj's determination. The Lord appeared in a 5-year-old boy chanting for 3 months. How will God will appear? Very matured people, very better serious than Dhruva Maharaj. Even one pointed attention to Dhruva Maharaj came because of the association of pure devotee Narada Muni on the way. Narada Muni initiated him. He asked, where are you going? I'm searching for Vishnu. I'm going. The boy replied. Then Narada Muni tested him. Is he serious or not? He tested first. He didn't just give. And he said, no, you're a very small boy. There won't be water. There won't be food. You will feel hungry. There will be so many animals in the forest. It is very dangerous. No, still I want to go. The boy was so determined. After many tests, then Narada Muni understood this boy is not going to back off. He's surely going to go and search. But simply searching is not, he is going to end up in frustration and cry. So the spiritual master is sent by Krishna. Krishna gives Guru and then Guru gives Krishna. So Krishna gave Guru to him by incidentally or accidentally meeting Narada Muni there. That arrangement was done. Now, seeing the sincere endeavor of the boy running into the forest searching for Lord Vishnu, then the Lord somehow arranged them to meet. And then Narada Muni initiated with the mantra. He told the process, you go here in this particular place. So he directed him towards Vrindavan. Not any other place. In Mahavan, there is Duruvatila. So he was sitting under a tree or something. There is Dhruva Maharaj where he sat. You can go and see. That is in Mathura. Mahavan, not near Mathura, not Mathura. Mahavan. There are 12 forests in Vrindavan. So in Mahavan, Dhruva Maharaj meditated. That process during, now we are chanting Harinam is the Yuga Dharma. So every Yuga has the Dharma. So in Dhruva Maharaj, Dhruva Maharaj did meditation, I also do meditation. This is foolish. Dhruva Maharaj did meditation because that is the Yuga Dharma for that age, and the spiritual master taught him that. And we have a spiritual master. Our spiritual master is teaching Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and we do that. I take example directly from Dhruva and I do that and all. So he went to Vrindavan, he did, and he immediately saw Krishna in 3 months. He was able to see Krishna. But when saw Krishna, he was so beautiful, and this heart was stolen. And the small boy, birds, he want to glorify so much, and his emotions are coming because Jivera Sorupoi Krishna and Nityadas. This body, this ego, this anger, this family, this mother, father, the so-called stepmother, the so-called father whose lap he is anchoring. The whole father is opening the hand and Krishna is welcoming us with full love. We are ignoring the love of Krishna. That is the offense which we are doing. That is why we are not getting the love of anybody in this world. We are cursed with no love in this world. We are cursed with so many inauspiciousness because the most auspicious hand, open hand of Krishna for friendship and love, we are rejecting and looking for something outside. That is a big offense, and you will end up in frustration every single time. Every single time. So then he saw, and wow, this personality is whom I want to. His mother was not very well treated, Dhruva Maharaj's mother. And father is loveless. His stepmother is pushing him, and his father didn't stop him. Stop the mother or scold the mother and give protection to the child. So he said, no, I don't want the lap also. And the father is proud because he has a kingdom. I'll have a bigger kingdom than my father. And I know now mother said Lord Hari only can, because the stepmother also said, go and do tapasya to Lord Hari so that you will be born in my womb in next life. Then you will get a opportunity to get the kingdom. So Dhruva Maharaj said, okay, I go to Lord Hari. He can give anything. Why should I be born in the womb of my stepmother to get that kingdom? I will get a kingdom better than my father. See, he's full of Kshatriya. This guy. And then spiritual master is the only person who can guide nicely the process and everything. By the mercy of spiritual master, only Dhruva Maharaj saw, not by his determination. The determination came from spiritual master. One of the Gayatri mantra we chant as Guru Pranam and Guru Gayatri. The meaning of the Guru Gayatri is this determination, this facilities for practicing Krishna consciousness come from Guru. That is the mantra itself says that the enthusiasm for performing devotional service is not there in the Baddha Jiva, but that comes from the mercy of spiritual master. So the Maharaj saw, then he told to the, he was not able to speak, he has not gone to school. But he cannot speak. He want to glorify the Lord and all. So Lord took the Shankha and touched on the head of Dhruva. So Dhruva got complete knowledge. So he said so many glorifying slokas about the Lord. Then he said, my dear Lord, I am so foolish. You're so wonderful. I just want you only. I don't want anything else. I don't want kingdom. Lord said, no, you ask why you came. No, I don't want anything. I came to ask for broken glasses. I got the diamond. I want this diamond. He became greedy immediately. That is the mercy of spiritual master. But by the mercy of spiritual master, we'll be able to understand what is real devotional service is. That is the quality of a potent spiritual master. Very potent by devotional service. Full of potency. Krishna Sakti, Vina Kohi, Nahi Pravartane. Nobody can preach devotional service, pure devotional service, without Krishna Sakti. So this Shakti is potency, internal potency, Angaranga potency. And with that potency, the spiritual master is giving the enthusiasm for the devotee to practice. So here, the Maharaj said, no, I came asking for broken glass pieces. But I am having Vaira, the Hira, the diamond, I won't give it up. This diamond I won't give up. No, I want only you and your devotional service. I don't want. Because he got the knowledge. Mercy of spiritual master, everything is favorable. The spark clicked there only. The Lord said, no, I know why you came. I'll anyway give you the moon. You came for a purpose. I'll give you a kingdom better than I'll give you a separate planet created for you. Why a kingdom? I will give you a planet. So new Dhruva planet was created just for a pure devotee. Approach Krishna for everything. Krishna is the only shelter. Gadi, Bharta, Prabhu, Sakshi, Nivasa, Saranam, Subrat, Prabhava, Pralayasthanam, Nidanam, Bijam, Abhyayam. Gati means the goal. Bharta, Prabhu, Sakshi, for everything. Of course, Krishna, but don't approach for small, small things which you can handle yourself. You know, judge. You have your own judgment, basic judgment. But even if you have very much difficulty in handling, you cannot handle, then just go to Krishna only. Cry at his lotus feet only. And he will certainly deliver you. At the same time, you will lose interest for that materialistic thing and you will have more interest on Krishna. Touching Krishna is intoxifying, intoxicant. So that is Dhruva Maharaj became a pure devotee later. Draupadi naturally is a pure devotee, but she called during the distress, she surrendered. The word surrender is very special. That somebody may be a devotee, but they may practice some portion of devotional service. But Purana Saranagati is, I don't have anybody, I've given, when they were disrobing, first she was asking all the people, her relatives, king, please save me, you're the king of the kingdom, you have to save a citizen. I'm your daughter-in-law and citizen, save the citizen. No, the grandfather, she went to Bhishma, said, no, nobody helped, and her 5 husbands. They say husband is there to protect the wife and this, and the wife should serve the husband sincerely. All that was broken into pieces in that sabha. Bogus philosophies of surrendering to another living entity. Whether you're a girl or a boy, or everybody has to surrender unto Lord Hari. That's all. Everybody is looking for servants. And in the name of marriage, they get a free servant. They are very happy. Some housekeeper, some cook, they are very happy. Or the lady will say, they think some ATM machine, she's getting married. But overall idea of the marriage should be to serve Lord Hari. So if that is missing, then everything is missing. So Dhruva Maharaj, he got the kingdom. So this every purpose is to serve Lord Hari only. It should be. Gradually it will turn, even when you go. That Draupadi asked for everybody's help. The 5 husbands, one by one, nobody was ready to come because they are bound by dharma, the so-called dharma. The 4 brothers, they had dharma. They know that they need to get up and save Draupadi. But still they are so submissive to their elder brother. They have some rules. And the elder brother is so submissive to the rules and regulation of the scriptures. And Draupadi, she had her own hand as the last. She held the sari by her own hand. And one particular point of time, it was not possible. She lifted the hand and called for Krishna. And then Krishna supplied unlimited sari that the Suchasana fainted. He was not able to pull. That much sari was there. Then he just fainted. He was tired. Kshatriya was very well trained to fight wars. He fainted, and a simple lady, sari he cannot pull. Like that. So Krishna, of course, will come for help immediately. But the surrender, total surrender, is not investing our faith on anything else other than the Krishna. That is the faith. So she approached Krishna. Approaching Krishna is what? Gajendra. Yes, more than Draupadi. Draupadi is not the best example. Oh, okay. Gajendra. Sorry, forgive me. She is not the example. I think I made a mistake. Of course, Draupadi also full surrender happened there. She was a devotee earlier. Gajendra, in last life, he had little prayers, that's all. And he was born in a body of an elephant, which actually means he's not fully a devotee. But Gajendra surrendered in the distress condition. Yes. I remember some examples Prabhupada gives somewhere. I'm searching for the lecture. I will try to find out and tell you. Or if I remember, or I'll ask Prabhu. There is inquisitive. And then Dhruva Maharaj is, of course, for desire of wealth. And Jnani is for Kumara, Sukadev Goswami. Oh, you're not able to see the screen. Anyway, you people slept off. Okay. For Kumaras and Sukadev Goswami, there are, this we will see that later, many places we'll see. Many people who are actually searching for 4 Kumaras are actually Jnanis. They know the absolute truth as Brahman. So they went into the Brahman, the 4 Kumaras, and they saw the Vaikuntha planet there. So when they entered into the Brahman, they had their form. and they tried to enter into Vaikuntha planet, but they have not developed a devotional service or love for Krishna. Then they were not qualified to enter. So the Jaya Vijaya, they stopped and they cursed. Then Lord came running out and he gave the darshan. But before he came, they performed one devotional service which became qualified for them to see Krishna. Always pure devotees' mercy only makes us have the darshan of Krishna. This is another proof that Tasyara Vindanayanasya Padaravinda Pinjar Mishra Tulasi Magaranda Vayu Andargata Swavivareణ చకార తేషాం సంక్షోభమక్షరజుషాం అభిచత్వతన్వో means Tasyaravindanayanaस्य padaravindo, those eyes, the beautiful lotus-eyed Supreme Personality of Godhead, with the lotus feet, he came running. Everything is Tasya Anga, everything is, sorry, Tasyaravindanayana, Aravinda Nayana. Nayana is Aravinda, his feet is Aravinda, his bodily features. It's like lotus is running and coming to the entrance. When he is coming, Tasya, before he came, what happened? In his lotus feet and the garland, there were tulasi. Tulasi garland he was wearing, and there were many tulasis in his lotus feet, and there is manjari flowers, and everything was offered in the Vaikuntha planets. And then that smell, aroma came into the mouth, came from into the ears. I'm really sleepy. Came into the nose of this Kumaras, and smelling it. That is they smelled tulasi. Offered tulasi, not I go to the tree and smell the tulasi. No, just offered tulasi at the lotus feet of the Lord. So the pure devotee's mercy, they got Tulasi Maharani's mercy, and they smelled it. And then there was Sanshobham Akshara Jusham Abhichitta Tanvo, means their chitta, their consciousness, everything was transformed into favorable to see Krishna. And then Lord came out. And so many pastimes are there. Same way, Sukadeva Goswami was also a Brahman realized person. He refused to come out of the womb of his mother for 18 years. He's Vyasadev's son. He was realized in Brahman. He said, this world is very illusory. I'll get caught up. Then Krishna came and said that, no, you come out. Then he was born as an 18-year-old boy. 17, 18-year-old boy. He was walking in the forest. He went away home. As soon as he was born, he didn't live. Immediately he came out of the home and started walking out of the home. Then in the forest, he heard Vyasadev's disciples reciting Bhagavatam, and he became so attracted to Bhagavatam, he wanted. So Sravanam happened. Then he came back to the ashram and he learned Bhagavatam from his spiritual master, Vyasadev. Vyasadev told Sukadeva Goswami Bhagavatam, and Sukadeva Goswami's Bhagavatam is more tastier than Vyasadev's Bhagavatam. He's a Brahman realized person, but he became a Bhakta. So these people, Jnanis, they progress. Bhavanam Janmanamante. We'll see after 3 or 4 slokas, this sloka is coming. Bhavanam Janmanamante, Jnanavantan Prapatyate, Vasudeva Sarvamiti, Sa Mahatma Supurlabha. Such Mahatmas like these people, after many, many years of searching for the original, where is God, no sleeping, no eating, God. Then they get the God, the Vasudeva Sarvamiti, they find God. Through some method, and especially through the mercy of pure devotee, it's very easy. Okay, thank you very much. Sorry for holding you. Tomorrow there is, I won't be present in the class. Either I'll give you an exercise or you learn these 3 slokas and you have to give me a summary. Like I'm giving you right now, I'm showing you examples. You all should practice doing this. Read a purport, not mechanically. Don't read the slokas mechanically. I'll give you the exercise. Read it properly and try to understand by yourself what Prabhupada is telling. Someday or other, you have to have a book of Prabhupada and read it and understand by yourself. This you have to practice. So I'll give you the exercise. Do that and come back to me. Okay? Hari Bol. Thank you very much. I'm not going to, you have any questions, put it in the group or privately message me. I'll answer. No questions today. It's late. All of you go to sleep. Let us offer our loving, respectful obeisances unto Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and all the Vaishnava Acharyas who are all there, who are trying to save us from this material distress and put us pure devotional service. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyev cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namah. Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Guru Maharaj ki jai.